Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story, where I share with you two things that I love, teaching and crochet. Well, as the title says, I am here to share with you 16 non-yarny things about myself. But before we get to doing that, let me say thank you to all of you that are here. As always, I greatly appreciate your time. I truly, truly do. If this is your first time here, what a time to jump in and see what my channel is all about, because you'll get to find out some things about me that aren't even yarn related. But I do hope that you'll stay and watch the video from the beginning to the end, because some of these answers you're going to find pretty funny. And then I would ask that you take just a moment to look around at all the other content that I have, and if you like what you see, the things that are yarny related, I'd ask that you hit that subscribe button down in the corner and then look for the bell with the little hugs on the side, because it'll always let you know every time I upload content. So I was offered this challenge by Miss Chocolate Candy, as we all know her out there on the YouTube streets. And so, 16 non-yarny things about myself. The first one says, besides yarn, is there anything else you collect? Yes, I collect bells and I collect crosses. Of course, crosses, a lot of it has to do with my faith, but I just think that there's so many beautiful crosses out there in the way that they're decorated. And bells, my dad got me started on those probably when I was about 12, 13 years old, I think, somewhere in there. He brought me home a bell. It wasn't anything, fancy, but maybe I just went overboard with, oh, wow, this is so cool and pretty and everything. And then every time I turned around, my daddy was bringing me home a bell. So I have quite a collection of bells, and some that are truly beautiful and some that are like, yeah. But I guess it's like that in all kinds of collections. Number 2, what is your most prized possession? I looked at that question earlier and I was thinking, well, is this like a tangible something that I can hold, touch, feel, share with somebody? And if that's the case, then obviously it's my Bible. But I'd also have to say my faith would be something that I value and prize highly. Name a book or movie that is important to you. This one, don't ask me why, but I think I know why. Immediately when I read that question, the Harry Potter series popped in my head. And truly, folks, I think I like that movie because we see the journey of a boy grow into a man, and we see the struggles that he faces with trying to be true to himself and to do what is right and what is just. And I think that's the reason why I like that little series, and I just watch it over and over and over again. Number 4, how many languages can you say thank you? 2. Thank you, English, and gracias. I know I probably butchered that, but that's the best I can say it in Spanish. What is the most important place you have visited? Number 5. Hands down, Washington, D.C. Now, I only got to spend a week there, and I only got to do sightseeing in the evenings because my husband was there for work, and I didn't venture out on my own. And so I have told him we would need to book a whole month just for me to get to see everything I would want to see, and then even then I don't know if that would be long enough, but that's the most interesting place I have ever visited. Are you a morning bird or a night owl? I would have to say I'm a morning bird. Mainly because I tend to get a little antsy and agitated when it starts getting dark, which means that I love daylight savings time because I get to have a little bit more daylight. Tell us about your animal family. Well, I have always had dogs and cats. Right now, Many of you have seen Lacey, Wayne's hound dog, and then of course my little service dog Tia. Well, I have at the moment 3 more little dogs, her mom and daddy and her brother. And then we have 2 kittens. Boom! Their names just popped right out of my head. Candy is one, and I can't think of the other one, the little male. Oh my goodness. Pumpkin! There we go. They are 2 beautiful little orange and cream colored tabbies. This Christmas they'll be 2 years old, and they are just precious. Number 8. What show or movie do you rewatch? Again, Harry Potter. How do you recharge? Well, I know it's supposed to be non-yarny things about myself, but the way I recharge is sit down and crochet, listen to music while I'm doing that, or an audio book. That really helps me to de-stress and just, have a wonderful, relaxing day. What is your favorite way to travel? Hands down, by a car, because I can stop as many times as I need to. I can smell the roses along the way if I want to. Maureen hates planes with a passion. Now, I have flown, but let's just say it is not my favorite mode of transportation. I'm sorry for the jiggle there, but Lacey just went underneath my table. Stop it. Lacey. Number 11. Do or did you have a nickname? Yes, I did. My nickname was Woody. Now, I got that nickname because, as I've been told, when I was a child growing up and cutting my teeth, I loved to gnaw, like on the top railing of my crib, because back then, evidently, we didn't have the little plastic piece that went on the top. And so I would get up and they would find me in there just gnawing away on the top of that bar across the top. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I think I'm a little bit of both. I keep to myself quite a bit, especially if I'm in a crowd where there's a lot of people that I don't know. But once I get to know folks, or find common ground in which we can communicate with each other or share a topic, I tend to warm up really quickly, and I guess you could say I just let my little inner light pop on out. What was your first official job? I answered the telephone on weekends. I was raised at a children's home, and so on the weekends the office staff wasn't there. So a couple of us girls would have either the morning or afternoon shift on Saturdays and Sundays, and we would have to answer the telephone, and if people came out to want to tour the home, then we would direct them to which cottage or house that they could go and look at. If money was no object, how would you spend your day? I think I just would like to travel. Now I know that means probably multiple days in a row, but that's how I would like to spend my day. I would like to have the opportunity to go places, see things, do things. That's how I would like to spend it. If you became the ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you passed? That all people are created equal. There is no distinction between color, between race, between your religious beliefs or non-beliefs. We are all created equal, and that's what God intended us to be. We all have choice. We all have the right to be happy, to have a job, to do what we're meant to here on this earth. So I would just make sure that it was understood that all of us, even whether we're male or female, we are all created equal. And then the last question, name something you are proud of. I am very, very proud of the 6 children that Wayne and I share together. We're a blended family. I have 3 girls. He has 2 girls and a boy. And it really is surprising when we have them all together how much alike my oldest daughter and his oldest daughter are. I mean, they both love to read books. They both love to watch movies and television a lot, so they have an awful lot in common. My middle daughter and his middle child, which is a girl also, they are very stoic in that everything is either black or it's white. There's no gray. And once they get their mind set to something, there is no way that you're going to change their mind. And then my youngest daughter and his youngest son, they are definitely the clowns of the family. And I tell you what, Katie bar the door when those two are together, because there is no telling what they can get into or come up with to just keep us rolling or, on our toes to see where the next shoe's going to drop, who's going to get punked or what. I am not kidding you. Those two are the biggest jokers you've ever seen. So I am really very proud of both our sets of kids, the parents that they've become, the leaders in their communities and their jobs, and we are just very, very fortunate in this day and age to have between us 6 very, very talented adults and parents and future leaders of our communities, I would hope. So those are my 16 non-yarny things that you didn't know about me. So I am now passing the challenge on to my good friend Jennifer, who we all know as Froggy Went A-Knitting. So I'm going to be forwarding these questions to her, and I'm going to say, look for a video from her of you knowing 16 non-yarny things about our good friend Froggy Went A-Knitting. So until next time, please be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. I love you all. Bye.